This is an actual live call with a real commercial cleaning business owner where you get to listen in, see their challenges, and get the real solutions that I share that will help you win more contracts and get your time back. Real quick, if you don't know who I am, my name is Matt. I'm a 7-figure commercial cleaning CEO, started from scratch, hit 7 figures in less than 5 years without working full time. And in fact, our operation runs on less than 5 hours per week. There is a way to do it, but ultimately my life is in the hand of Jesus Christ, so I give him the glory and am thankful to him. And so now I do this to help you get on the same 7-figure, 5-hour per week path that I did with your commercial cleaning business. If you also want to hop on a free call or get free resources, or you want my help and the 7-figure systems and blueprint, click the link in the description or the pinned comment. All right, here's the call.
All right. So, hey, my name is Baron, and I am the owner of Extraterrestrial Pros. I'm based in the Houston, Texas area, more or less the West Houston, Katy, Texas. We're doing around 90,000 a year, and our goal is we're looking to get more around the 200 range.
Sure.
Basically 2x. That's a short-term goal. Long-term goal, of course, is more of a 10x. But we're just focusing on the short term, which is 2x. We want to double what we're doing at least.
Okay. And you said you're at about 100,000 right now outside Katy. What do you think is stopping you or holding you back right now from doubling and then ultimately 10xing?
Just getting the more the client side of things. Just more or less tapping into the networking side of what property managers who I need to get in contact with. For the most part, the clients that I have, I've done it all myself. I bootstrap door to door. So I haven't really did anything like marketing or nothing of that nature. I actually I built all that up without no website or anything. So what I've done these past few months is I've tapped in more on the working on my website, getting my Google business profile ready. So because I was like, well, if I did all this without that, then what can I do with that? So just more or less just kind of looking to see what kind of experience or what kind of wisdom you can pour into me or recommendations. Yeah.
So you said that your existing clients, you got them from door knocking, just by going cold from door to door to door to door. That's what you've done?
Yes.
Okay. And I believe in the notes that you had submitted as well, and what you previously told me is you have a little bit on the residential side. Is that currently going on? Is that a portion of the 100,000 that you're currently doing?
No. Okay. That was more or less. I had a few Airbnbs.
Okay.
But me and the owner, we parted ways.
Okay.
So it was just too much because I've been solo. So
do you have a job that you're also working, or is this your full-time thing?
This is it, full time.
Oh, I love it. Yes, commitment.
Yeah.
That's what you need. That's great. Okay. So I guess a quick question then, why not continue doing the door knocking if it already got you to 100,000?
Actually, I am. I said, let me go back to what works because that's more or less my strong suit. I'm not.
Okay.
I've tried cold calling. I've tried the flyers, but my strong suit, I just had to notice like is door to door because I know if I can get in there with you, I can close a deal. If I can get with you face to face. But there are times where property managers are they're shielded from from the secretaries at the desk. They don't really want to give you the information, and then you got to more or less call or email. But I'm strong face to face. Like
Okay. Have you done any other type of marketing? You said you tried cold calling a little bit. Have you invested in anything else that you haven't told me yet?
So I have a virtual assistant who does. I've been having her do like my cold calling and cold emailing.
Okay.
So
anything out of that?
Not really. No.
Okay. Not a problem. And you said your strong suit is already your in-person stuff.
Yeah.
So if you're all right, I'm going to grab onto that. and see if we can make your in-person efforts more profitable and generate more
Okay.
leads for you. If you want to steer me a different direction at some point, just let me know.
No,
Um,
I'm all ears,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. So the first thing is recognizing, and you're probably familiar with this going door to door, relevance is everything. Having
Yeah.
some sort of connection as far as like
Hmm.
why is this person walking in the door? If you have an
Hmm.
answer for that, it helps out tremendously. So one thing, and you may already be doing this, I'm not sure if you have or not, but you can let me know, is doing what's called neighbor marketing. Is going ahead and leveraging all of the neighbor relationships around your existing clients. So popping in the door of every single neighbor, you got an account in the middle, let's say it's just John's shop, saying, "Hey,
Okay.
we're actually over here at John's shop. We do XYZ for them. We'd like to offer you this special deal or special rate because we're already nearby. Who do we talk to
Okay.
about that?" Right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
as soon as you have some sort of neighbor relevance, it's gonna boost your ability to get into the right person.
Okay.
Also, if you want to take it to a whole nother level, have a conversation with your existing clients. And we teach to be sure to have quarterly conversations with your clients in person, just checking in. There's a lot of things you can get out of those conversations and recommendation letters and things like that.
Okay.
But you can actually get permission to give a gift from that client to the neighbors. So you can say, is there any of the facility managers around beside you, around you, however they're positioned,
Hmm.
that you know of that we could help? And we will offer them a special deal, right? Maybe it's free carpet cleaning, free window cleaning, a free spring cleaning,
Okay.
week free, any sort of special deal or enhancement you want to do. And then
Okay.
what you do is you go to that neighbor and you say, hey, our client XYZ over here wanted to offer you this thing because we're already over here. And they appreciate you as a neighbor.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All
So
right. Okay.
and
Okay.
what you do, I guarantee you, man, like from your existing revenue base, you will add more clients and you just keep doing that around
Okay.
your existing clients, right?
Okay.
Instead of just hitting cold streets,
Right.
right?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So that's one. That's one. Any questions on that tactic?
No, no, I'm actually writing it down while you're telling me.
Okay. And this will be up on YouTube, so
Oh, oh, okay. Yeah, yeah,
you'll be
no
able to see
worries.
it. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'll be glad. I like to see how I look on YouTube,
Oh
so
yeah.
I'm
Oh,
excited.
no worries. It only shows me, but we hear you though.
Okay, okay,
Um, next one. All right, so that's expanding your from your existing. I call that your inside out marketing. How can you get more from what you already have, right?
right, right.
Now, how can we just generate more? Okay, so let's lean in even more on your in-person abilities. I would rather door knock 100 carpet cleaning companies to set up one alliance or partnership with one of them, then door knock
Okay,
100 cold facilities. Because
okay.
if I can get in with carpet cleaning is an example, right? You can do plumbers,
Yeah.
electricians, you can do pressure washing companies, window cleaning companies, all those, right? If I
Uh-huh.
can build a strategic alliance or relationship with just one guy who's already doing a few million a year, he's already got crews running around, he already knows property managers. If we can become buddies and or if it's a gal, right, friends,
Right, right.
with them and be their cleaning company, and we refer all of our say window cleaning needs to them, all of the electrical needs to them, anything that our existing client base has, we refer out to these alliances. They're going to
Okay,
be feeding us as well. So I would rather spend my in-person time building those relationships. And
okay.
that's been our number one tactic. We've made over seven figures from that one single tactic. All the
Really?
others, yes, all the others have been great, but alliances and those relationships. And here's why we talked about trust, right? It
Mm-hmm.
transfers. When you talk about trying to get into property managers and you mentioned that to me, this is the way in. There's another one we'll talk about, but this is the
Okay.
primary one. That property manager knows who he likes to use already, and they just stay in that pool. But as soon
Yeah.
as they have a need for another service, they're going to ask their existing vendors, "Hey, do you know a good cleaning company we should use?" And they're going to say, "Yeah, I know this guy." And that's what you want to become is set your referral base on fire by doing that.
Okay.
Now, here's a little hack to it, or positioning you can take. In Houston, especially, there's a lot of huge companies, right? You got billion-dollar companies based out of Houston
Yeah.
that just do cleaning, right? You got
Yeah.
ABMs, GCIs,
Yes.
all the big ones,
Yes. Oh yeah.
GVIs.
Oh yeah.
So what you want to do is not come across like them and don't do what they do. They try to use cleaning to get in. They may just charge super low prices and then just stack on profit from all the other services they do.
Hmm.
What we did is we went to, for example, our carpet cleaning partner and said, look, I just want the recurring contracts. I want the passive income. Like we're good, really good at that part. I don't want to mess with this project work, with the carpet cleaning stuff. I need someone I can trust that's going to take care of my clients with that. So wherever they put me, I become an insulator for their business. Do you realize what's happening right there? His new incentive, because I'm not going to take away his carpet cleaning work, his new incentive is to put me in all of his client buildings. Because as long as I'm doing a good job with the cleaning, then they're not going to change cleaning companies, or it's very unlikely they will. And now
Hmm.
he doesn't have to worry if they hire a new cleaning service or ABM comes in and tries to take all the work from them, right? So they could lose accounts from stuff that's not their fault. But if he puts
Hmm.
me in there, then I protect his accounts because we're not going to lose them. And
Gotcha.
we had a scenario actually where one of our partners they heard from a client that they were about to look for a different cleaning service because we had some issues and I wasn't aware of it. I was a bit withdrawn from things.
Hmm.
And he called me. He said, Matt, you better get over to the XYZ client because they've already got bids from other companies. And I had no idea. And he said, I told them they need to talk to you first to see if you can make it right. And we saved the account and still have it to this day. It's a
Wow.
pretty good size account.
Yeah.
That's the power of an alliance, right? It's not just about
Yeah.
adding business, it's about keeping and building that recurring revenue base, right? Now, later on, if you want to get into doing some of that project work yourself, you can. I recommend waiting until you're like at $1 million at least before you start tacking on anything like that. Get
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
good at the recurring base.
Yeah.
And our guy, for example, he talked about, hey, I might retire one day, so we could sell to our company and we could do a merger, right? Like all kinds of stuff. So
Hmm.
I'd rather spend my door knocking time going to those guys
Okay.
rather than hitting the street, if that
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah, no, it makes perfect sense. You said carpet cleaning, and I see you also mentioned plumbing, right?
Yeah, anyone who already serves the facility contacts that you want to get in front of.
Okay.
That's who
Okay.
you want to build a relationship with.
Okay.
Yeah. Bring them lunch, take care of their team, do something to woo them. Of course, you're going to have some that aren't interested. That's a
Right.
part of it. All you need is one, not even just
Yeah.
one from every industry, just one. Like we got 7 figures from one alliance. So that's all it takes, especially in Houston. You got a lot. You got a lot of
Yeah.
options out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Yes, we do. Okay.
We got a couple more minutes, about 60 more seconds here, Baron. Anything else you want me to speak to on that?
uh, uh, no, I think aside from that, because I'm thinking commercial and residential with the strategic alliance. Um, so Houston does a lot of building. They build a lot of apartments. They build a lot of everything's just getting thrown up around here. As far as like the move in, move out cleans or like the post construction cleans, like if I wanted to like kind of tap into that, what would you recommend?
I don't like it.
Okay.
Um, I would rather go exclusive on getting the revenue that's the best, which is the recurring large contract revenue
Okay.
from commercial. I
Okay.
honestly, like it's up to you if you want to mess with residential. If you need to do it for some short-term wins, you can. Sorry. I'd
You're
rather
fine.
get into like construction cleaning or stay in the commercial zone as much as possible, rather than mess with
Nice.
residential. We will do apartment buildings for their common
Hmm.
areas, but we're
Right.
not doing those turnover cleans. Um, and just be really good at that. If you do end up going the residential route, like fully committing to it as well, I would have a separate website. I would not, because if a commercial property manager lands on your website and they see that you also do residential, they're like, yeah, these guys aren't really like specialized in what we really need.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
that's why like I'd rather just now, if you have residential, it's okay to offer commercial on the website, but it's not okay to
Mhm.
go the other way around. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, commercial's been a strong suit anyway. So
Yep.
yeah.
Well, Baron, it's been great to meet you and
Likewise.
glad to help. Thanks for reaching out and asking to hop on and to get
Yeah.
some questions answered. So,
Yes, sir. I
um,
appreciate
I,
it.
Yeah, and let me know. Send me an email. Let me know how it goes with
I
the
will.
strategies. And I believe after seeing you and meeting you and hearing you that you will do very well with
Yeah.
those in-person
Yeah.
tactics.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Matt.
Yeah, you too, Baron. You have
All
a good
right.
one.
You too. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
If you heard yourself in this call, you run a commercial cleaning business, and you want to get on the path to 7 figures in 5-hour weeks, click the link in the description or the pinned comment. That's where you can get started with free resources, hop on a free call with me, and even get my help and the commercial cleaning 7-figure systems and blueprint. Thanks so much for watching. Again, my name is Matt. I'm your 7-figure commercial cleaning CEO, and I hope that you learned something that helps you with your commercial cleaning business. Click the link or continue watching this next video, and I hope to meet you soon and to help you get on the path to a 7-figure commercial cleaning business and 5-hour weeks. Stay blessed.